boys and girls and families. Welcome back to chapel. Today I have a really interesting story. It's probably one of my very favorite stories. But first, let's start our chapel with our greeting. The peace of the Lord is with you. And you say, and also with you. Thank you. Boys and girls, I have a new song to teach you. It's called Here We Go Up to Bethlehem. It's a fun song because we do this, just like we're walking, but we don't take steps. We just bend our knees, like that. And we do this like we're walking. And it goes like this. Here we go up to Bethlehem, Bethlehem, Bethlehem. Here we go up to Bethlehem on a cold and frosty morning. Where will we stay in Bethlehem, Bethlehem, Bethlehem? Where will we stay in Bethlehem on a cold and frosty morning? We'll pay our taxes in Bethlehem, Bethlehem, Bethlehem. We'll pay our taxes in Bethlehem on a cold and frosty morning. That song reminds me of what's coming next week in chapel. But first, we need to talk about something really exciting. I'm going to sit down because I want to show you in my Bible that today is a special time because last week we were in this part of the Bible, and that's called the Old Testament. This is all the stories that were from long, long ago. But today we turn the page to a new part of the Bible. The rest of the Bible is over here. And this is called the New Testament. And it's because of all the stories we're going to have from now until the end of our school year. Well, today we're going to talk about angels. Boys and girls, normally we talk about angels together, and I find out what you know about angels. So if you want to talk with your mom and dad right now and pause, that'd be great. I want you to think about, what do you know about angels? What do angels look like? What do angels do? And a very important thing is, do angels have names? If you want to pause and talk it over with your family, do that now. All right, boys and girls, I think that when I was little, I used to think about angels as having something behind them that flaps like this. Do you know what that is? Wings, that's right. Angels have wings because seemingly angels go here and go there very quickly, and they must have wings. So a lot of the pictures that we see of angels, the artists that draw them, put angel wings on angels. And the other thing that I often see in pictures of angels is that they have white or a lot of light around them. And that's because there's so much light in heaven and with God that when angels come from heaven down to us, they bring that light. And so they appear very bright. So this story has also another person in it. Her name is Mary. And Mary was a young woman, and she was in her home one day, probably cleaning the house or fixing food or something like that, when suddenly an angel appeared in her house right near her. And Mary was like, oh my gosh. And she was a little bit afraid because she'd never seen an angel before. Well, this angel did have a name. God had Gabriel, angel Gabriel, visit Mary. And she was a little bit afraid, and Gabriel saw that fear probably on her face and said, "Don't be afraid, Mary. You are very special to God. And I have good news. You will be pregnant, become pregnant and give birth to a little boy. And you must name that little boy Jesus. And he will be called the Son of the Most High God. And this is our picture of Gabriel and Mary in her house. And Mary was wondering about all this information and that angel Gabriel told her. And she said, how can this be even true? I'm not even married yet. And Gabriel answered to her, with God, all things are possible. And here he is telling Mary to trust in God. Well, Mary did trust in God. And Mary said, she got down on her knees actually, and she prayed and she said, I love God and I will do what he has chosen me to do. And so Mary thought about all this, but she kept it right here in her heart. She didn't tell anybody right at first because she didn't know what was going to happen. But something very special will happen, and the angel is right. So she's going to know that she has been specially chosen to be the mother of this new baby that will be God's baby too. And he will be born, and she's going to have to name him what? That's right, Jesus. All right, boys and girls, thank you for being with me today. And I wish we could be together. Maybe we can soon. So I'm going to say goodbye today, and with our special ending. God be in my head, God be in my heart, God be on my left, and God be on my right. Amen. Bye.